Hey guys, my name is Lathan Bolin. I'm with McLean's RV in Sanger, Texas. Today what I wanted to do is to provide you a virtual walkthrough over the exterior and interior of one of our most popular units that we carry, which is the Grand Design 337 RLS. This coach, just in general, is the #1 selling fifth wheel in America. When you look out here, just to start on the exterior, I wanted to show you that this is a 35.5-foot coach on the exterior length. What that's going to do is that's going to get you in the majority of any of your state and national parks across the nation. Great thing that they do where we can option this is that we option this with the second exterior awning. So overall on the exterior of this, you're going to have 26.5 feet of awning length. What you're going to see as well with that is you're going to have LED lighting from the front to rear on either one. Another thing that they do that really sets them apart is that they're using this black material, which is really have heat stay on the exterior of it. It's not going to pierce through. But also, one of the biggest things with awning material is when they do that white material and you put it away wet, it's going to have those water stains. Doing this material, what they're going to do is eliminate that happening. It's going to stay clean for the lifetime of this coach, and it's really just going to help you in terms of not having to get up there and scrub it up and down. Another thing I want to hit on for you is each of these awnings have an adjustable pitch to them. So the sun comes down, it rains, etc. What you can do with these is you have an easy adjustment where you can adjust the tilt of this on either end. And really, if that sun's coming down in your eyes, you can block that back out. If it's raining, you can keep the wind from getting underneath it and trying to pull it up as well, which is one of the biggest concerns with RVs is wind getting under and pulling your awning up. It's really easy to adjust them back out. As you can see here, you just press that right back up. And the great thing is you can do that on both of your awnings out here. Again, as well, you're going to have 2 exterior marine grade speakers. So if you want to bring the party outside, have music, have the family underneath the whole exterior here, you're going to have plenty of room to do so. I want to take you over here to the pass-through storage of this unit. One thing that Grand Design is big on is insulation. So if you look right here, just seeing the thickness of these baggage doors, you also have the slam latches. So very easy, you know when you shut it, it is going to shut. You're going to have 2 magnets that hold it up on the exterior here. But when you look inside, you're going to see that this coach, the way that they've built it, they have a drop frame, which allows you to have more storage. When you're looking through here, you're going to see that you have motion sensor lighting. You're also going to have access to your battery disconnect in a real convenient spot. As we come along to the front here, I want to show you, you are going to have a propane bottle on either side. They come standard with 30-pound propane bottles on either side of the unit. As we come along to the front here, as we look underneath of this, you're going to see your front compartment right here is going to house your battery box. You're also going to have motion sensor lighting in here, but you're also going to have additional storage and then access to the wiring and the leveling wiring for this coach as well. While we're up here, I did want to hit on this. This is new for the 2021s. You have an additional LCI, which is Lippert. They've added an additional auto leveling feature right here, which for most people, when you're over here to the side and you're trying to spot your person backing up, it's really hard to spot them from their side. So we added this right here, so when you're spotting your driver, it's much easier to see where they're at and to help them back up safely. As we come along here to your universal docking station, this is, I think, what sets Grand Design apart from a lot of brands. This system right here is the Nautilus system. What it's going to do is just provide the most user-friendly access to setting this camper up. It's going to give you step-by-step instructions on whatever style of camping you're going to do. Also, you're going to see that your city water connection is inside, your black tank flush is inside, your outdoor shower is inside. They're all away from the elements, tucked away. So just a few feet away from your docking station that you see right here, you're going to see your LCI monitor. What this is another place where you can control your auto leveling, and you can also go over and control pretty much the majority of your coach, anywhere from your exterior and interior lights all the way to your slides, your awnings, and so forth. You'll see right here, whether you click on whichever option, you can control each slide. You can go back as well. And then as you go back to your main screen right here, you're going to see you can do awnings, leveling, and lighting as well as check your tank levels. As we move along here, you're going to see power connection is right here close to the front. So setting this coach up, you're going to have everything all in one really close proximity. As you move along, you're going to see your exhaust for your furnace, and then also exhaust for your water heater and access to that as well. As you look down here, you're going to see that you just have one central drain port right here for the whole coach. That's going to drain your gray and your black tank. Another thing that's really nice about this too is they've added an LED light right here. So if you're setting up at night or you're setting up in the early morning, you don't have to try to hold the flashlight in your hand. You can have both hands readily available and then do what you need to do with ease at that point, and then just click it right back off. As we come back further, these are going to be ventilation for your refrigerator. So Grand Design really values their boondockers and people who do multiple styles of camping. So this fridge is going to run off propane or electric, and at that point has to have a place for those fans to cool. As you come back further, you're going to see that they do provide a window in your kitchen area, which is really nice because there's a lot of coaches in the market that don't give you an off-door side view. While we're over here on this side as well, I really wanted to hit on how Grand Design sets themselves apart and the bonding process of their sidewalls. What they do on these is called a pinch rolled process, and it's something that they're the only people in the industry that do this currently. They get a 99% glue coverage over every square inch of that wall. The industry average is at 60 to 70% glue coverage, and those are vacuum sealed, which is why you see delamination happen in a lot of coaches. As we come back here, I wanted to show you again, just on even a side wall of their slides, right? They do a fully bonded slide wall as well as their slide walls and the exterior side walls. Tongue tying, but again, just know that your whole coach is done the same way. And that's also going to include your rear wall as well. One big thing with Grand Design that sets them apart as well is every single window opening has an aluminum frame around it. So what that's going to do, it's really going to eliminate any chance of your windows moving. You're not going to get rain, wind, etc. get into your coach because there's no availability for that to shift or move on you. As you look down here, you're going to see that they do install a hitch receiver from the factory. This is rated to tow 3,000 pounds or hold a 300-pound hitch weight, and then you're also going to get your 4-prong plug-in. If you look here as well, you're going to see that you do have a ladder that's factory prepped, so you can get up on that roof, service anything you may want to manually. And then if you look up here in the center, you are pre-wired for a backup camera, which you actually can purchase through our parts department, and they can set up for you. As you come along back over here to the door side of the coach, you're going to see that you do have a 110 outlet, and you also have a coax connection right here. So if you want to hook up a TV outside while everybody's hanging out, maybe you got the grill going, etc., etc., you really got a good spot for everybody to hang out and really be under the shade with this 26 feet of awning. As we move over here a little closer, I really wanted to show you one thing where Grand Design is really trying to take care of their customers. They do a 16-inch alloy wheel with Goodyear Endurance tires. The reason that I think that they set themselves apart is they actually warranty their tires for 5 years. They also provide a lifetime structural warranty on the wheels themselves. If you look right here, they've also added 2 years of complimentary roadside service and then a 1-year no questions asked guarantee on those tires. And then As you come over here, I really wanted to point out one big thing that they've added this year, which is, in my personal opinion, my favorite one. If you look at these MORryde steps, most steps literally just flip into your door with the steps sitting how they are. What MORryde has done is made these steps to where they just flip over. Reason that's so important is a lot of people hate the fact that the steps will dump dirt, water, you name it, all into their coach. So what you can do is get a chance to have any of that stuff fall off or drain off before you do put your steps into the door. Really, as you look at this coach in a whole on the exterior, you can see that Grand Design is really trying to implement any and every solution to all the campers' problems, issues, and really just make your life seamless. But that is a broad overview of the exterior. Let's go inside. All right, you guys. So as we go inside, I want to point out to you the friction hinge door that Grand Design does on their products. One thing I love about this is no matter how hard that wind is blowing, it's not going to let your door slam. They've built that in from the factory to where it's really going to be beneficial for you when you hook up to your little door latch here. It's really not going to want to pull that off. That's one of the easiest things on a camper to break, and with that system they really eliminate the chance of that happening for you. So let's go ahead and step inside. First off, I want to point out to you your monitor panel here, right? So what they've done is they've really tried to incorporate everything in one space without having to make you go across the camper to find different buttons for different things. So when you see, all of your slides are all right here uniformly labeled, as well as your awnings. When you look up here as well, you're going to have your main ceiling light. It's always going to stay blue. I love the fact that they do that, because no matter what, you always know where your ceiling light is. Along with your water heater, water pump, and your tank heaters. Right over here to the left side on the top, this is where you can actually check the tank levels on all of your holding tanks, and also check your battery level as well. As you look right here below, you're going to see that this year Grand Design has actually incorporated what's called the Compass Connect app. This has been hugely beneficial for setup, breakdown, and just making your life easy. What you do is you just take your smartphone, you scan over that QR code, and it's going to take you through a step-by-step process on this app to register this coach to you. But from there, you can control your slides, your awnings, check your tank levels, and then also, while we're at it, I want to point out to you that Grand Design this year has incorporated the TireLink system. This is a TPMS monitoring system that you can access from your phone real time while you're driving, so you can always keep track of your tire pressure while you're traveling, which is one of the biggest concerns in the industry. As we come back over here into the coach, I want to point out your big hutch area here. A lot of times in coaches, when you're looking in the industry, these are going to be much shorter, so you're not going to get much storage out of them. What Grand Design has done in this coach too, you're getting Corian countertops on both your island and this hutch area. But when you look at all your cabinetry in here, everything is solid wood. You get great latches as well, but they're all deep. So when it comes to putting dishes and even just storing things in general, it's going to be really beneficial for you. When you look inside here as well, you're going to see that each of these have ledges at the very end of them. So again, with putting dishes in there, you don't have to worry about stuff falling onto the floor. As you look below here, in this little cubby, you're going to see that you do have 2 additional USB plugins. These are going to be great for whether you have an iPad, a laptop, really anything additional that you can just tuck away here to charge. As you look on the underneath of this cabinet as well, you're going to see that you have multiple plugins. Great area right here is going to be for like a crock pot, air fryer, coffee maker, you name it. Plenty of space for that, or you don't have to tuck it away all the time. And then also they've added a couple of light switches right here to take away holes from your wall. When you look right here, you're going to see that they're really utilizing every inch of the storage here for you with solid wood drawers. and every one of them is functional, which really, when you're an RVer, storage is key. So they're really utilizing all this space for you. As you come along over here, you're going to see that this is the 12 cubic foot gas and electric fridge. It will switch between both options. So if you are a boondocker, have no worries, you can still utilize this no matter what. It has an automatic setting as well, so if it doesn't detect electricity, it will automatically switch over to propane. When you look at the freezer, this is actually a unique design. When that slide is in and you're traveling, say you need to access your fridge or your freezer to get stuff out, having this divided department up here or compartment will allow you to have things that you may need more readily available on this side, so you can get in without having to bring that slide out to access all your food and drinks. As we move along right here too, I want to point out just overall size of this island. Again, Corian countertops, and as you look right here, you're going to see that Grand Design actually used cutouts of this countertop for your sink cover. But big farm sink, which most women love because it just allows you so much more space for dishes. You're going to have residential appliances with the spray nozzle as well. And then as you look below here on this side of the island, you're going to see that you have a ton of storage, right? So as you look below here, plenty of space for a trash can, all your cleaning utensils, really whatever you need. And then again, as you look over here to the side, you're going to see they're utilizing all of that space in the island for additional drawers here as well. And then one more little bonus that they give you is on either side of the island, on the underneath right here, you're going to have additional plugins on that end, and you'll have one on this side as well, which really is going to be majorly beneficial for you. When you look over here, right, most people will complain that you don't get enough counter space in a kitchen or enough prep space. What they've done is move this as far as they could over to give you a ton of prep space and as much really just area that you can use, whether you want to put another cooking item here, you want to put your coffee maker here, you name it. With this stove, you can see that it is a residential style. So having a window right here as well to let out ventilation beyond it already being vented to the outside is just going to give you a lot more ease and less smoke buildup in here as well. When you look down below, you're going to have a much larger oven than your standard in the industry. When you look over here, you are going to have the digital display with the timer and temperature settings all right here at your ready. As we move upwards, you're going to see a 30-inch standard size microwave. It's what you're going to see in a normal household. Really easy to use. The stainless steel look is very clean. But if you look up here above as well, you're going to have another plug inside where your microwave is, but also a good amount of additional storage there. As we move along over here to your pantry, really in a camper, you can never have enough pantry space. If you look up above, you are going to have a motion sensor lighting up here, so you don't have to worry about turning a switch on and off every time. And then also, each of these shelves have a ledge at the very end of them. So again, keeping your food in, you don't have to worry about that food coming out and trying to push that door open. And then as we move over here to your TV area, right, you're going to see that this year Grand Design has actually started doing a Roku TV in all of their products. Great thing about that is a lot of people have to worry about taking DVDs. You have to take all these additional items. This TV is going to have Netflix, Hulu, internet, you name it, all built in. So you can log in, connect to that, be good to go. As you look up above, tons of space, right? You're going to have 3 compartments up here. One of them is blocked off because you are going to have your radio in the center right here. But having it in the center right there, you're always going to know where to go for that. Connectivity to that is very, very easy. User friendly as well with the Bluetooth, USB, and then also having a remote for that. When you come to this far compartment on the end right here, I definitely want you to take a look at this. If you look in the bottom of that, you're going to see that there's a hole drilled from the factory. So if you do want to take a Blu-ray player, a satellite receiver, any additional items, you can actually just plug those right in there as well. And there's pre-cut holes to connect to the TV. One thing I love about Grand Design too is how deep their slide walls are, right? So when you look right here, this drawer, it just from the first look, you're not going to think that that thing is that deep. But when you open that up, they're really utilizing a lot of storage space there, and they're really capitalizing on that little just separation area between your fireplace. When you look down below, you want to start talking about residential appliances. This is going to be an electric heater, does not run off of propane. It's also going to have temperature settings, light settings, timer settings, and you can also do that from a remote while you're sitting in your recliners. When you look right here at the very end, you're going to see that this is a trifold sofa. It will make out into a full-size bed. So even though this is a couple's coach, it's really going to be set up and designed where if you want to take the kids or the grandkids or even just a couple of friends, you're going to have adequate sleeping space for them. When you look on either side, you do have a good little end table on either side with additional plug-ins. Grand Design is known for putting a ton of connectivity in terms of plug-ins. You're going to have 15 plus in every single unit that they carry. But when you look at this, they're actually utilizing your storage on either end there, and that goes back to the wall on either side. So you're really getting to capitalize again on all the valuable space that you need. When you look up above, all of your storage up here is all open, right? There's no separation, there's no dividers, so it's really going to maximize all of that space for you, which really, again, campers never have enough storage. When you look down at the rear of the coach, you're going to see just from a broad overview, even if you look over towards the other side of this coach, Grand Design is very comfortable with putting a lot of window openings in their coaches. They trust their build quality. They trust the process of their construction that they can do that with no hesitation and without fear of leaks. So again, with that, it's also nice to have a quality blind, right? So when you look at this, you are going to have the full blackout shades with the movable string to bring them up and down. You're going to have the valances around, so you are going to have complete privacy as well. When you move along here, I like to call these the captain's chairs, right? You're going to have heat and massage and LED lighting on either one as well. So when you just talk about getting away, relaxation mode, just enjoying your time, what better than to have those two options? If you look right here as well, you're going to have a nice center console where you can tuck away all of your remotes. When you look up above your seats, you're going to see even more storage. They're really utilizing all the space that they can for you to really provide as much as humanly possible. When you move along over here to your dinette area, I'm going to sneak by, but I wanted to point out one big thing that Grand Design has added in their coaches, which is this movable bench and ottoman. And also, when you come over here, you're going to see that you can actually flip this up and you have storage on the underneath of it. Again, great benefit to having that, because again, you can move this over to where your sofa is, and if somebody on the sofa wants to kick up their feet, they got a great spot for it. Also, if you move that, you can actually pull this little guy right up off the wall, and then you can actually move one of your chairs over here, so you both have a bunch of additional space there for sitting. If you want to look on the underneath of these chairs right here as well, they're actually utilizing these for storage on the both of them. And you're going to have the storage drawer on the end of the table here. You can do silverware, paper plates, paperwork, you name it. You can hide all that in there without worry. But that's actually a very broad overview of your kitchen, living area, and so on. So let's go ahead and go up to the top and let me show you the rest. Alright guys, as we work our way up the stairs right here, I want to point out a couple of devices you have on the wall. This bottom one is actually going to be the control for the Max Air fan that you have right above your stove in the kitchen there. Great thing about this thing is it's going to have 4 different fan speeds. It opens electronically and closes electronically, as well as it has a rain sensor. So if you have it up and it does start to rain, it's going to come down automatically for you. And then right up above it, you're going to have your digital thermostat. You control your heat, your air, and really all your settings for your main unit with this little device right here. As we come up farther into the coach, I want to point out the restroom here. I'm going to step in here and I'm going to kind of show you some of the benefits of this shower and the actual size of it. So for most people in the industry, they feel, especially men, if you have broad shoulders, feel like showers are never big enough. What Grand Design does with their coaches is they give you a really deep shower, as well as with the height. I'm pretty average height, I'm about 5'10", but if you look above me, even somebody much taller is going to have a ton of space. Another nice benefit for this as well is having the seat in the shower. So for women, when it comes to shaving your legs, etc., it's going to be a lot easier, especially with an RV. When you look right here, you are going to have the porcelain toilet with the foot flush valve, and then back behind you, you got a towel rack, and then really good linen storage right back there. It's really all going to go back to the wall, so ton of space there, as well as over here on your sink area. You get additional plugs, towel rack, again, medicine cabinet with additional storage there, and down below in terms of just tucking away all of your toiletries. So really maximizing all your space there, especially with having the pocket door right here with the magnetic latch, so you don't have to have a swing door into your coach and block off your hallway. If you want, we're going to go ahead and come back here to the bedroom area, where most coaches, you really sacrifice height in the bedroom. You really still feel like you got a lot of space in this one. Your nose doesn't come down near as much as a lot of them do, where they're really taking away a lot of the nice comforts of being in your own bedroom. When you look at this coach, we've actually optioned this one with the king bed. The queen bed is standard, but we can get it either way for you. When you look at this king bed, it is going to be a 70 by 80 measurement. And another nice thing that they've done this year is they've actually added foam top mattresses to these. In previous years, people have always complained about the low quality mattresses in an RV, which Grand Design this year, they fixed that with a very, very comfortable mattress that they put on these. When you look on the underneath of this bed, while we're right here, you're going to have a ton of space right here. And actually, while I have this bed up, I want you to see over here in the corner, you get plug-ins down in the corner right there. And then also on this side, when you open that door, you're going to see that you have a 110 outlet and a USB on that side as well. When you look back up underneath, you have 2 individually controlled lights, again with pull down shades and windows on either side. When you come back across the bedroom, storage, clothes, etc., you've got every bit of what you need here. This dresser is fully functional. Every drawer has a ton of space in it. They're utilizing, again, every square inch of that you can. When you look up above, you're going to see, again, just giving you every bit that they can to maximize. So again, with all of these, they're all going to be wide open. When you close those, you're going to see, again, another window with the pull down shade and the valance around it for ultimate privacy. As you come along a little further, you're going to see that you do have a built-in backer location right here for a TV. Some people prefer to mount the TV here, do your satellite and cable connections above with the TV plug. But another thing they've done is they've actually added a plug on the end of that dresser that you can see through the mirror, which is a really nice little benefit of having that just additional accessory plug in. When you come back over here to the front, you're going to see that you do have 2 just full swinging doors right there that come over to the side, which allow you maximum storage in the front of that closet. When you look around, the shelves on either side of this coach are removable because you do have washer and dryer prep. So if you take a look in there and you look to either side, you're going to see that you do have washer and dryer prep with also an available spot to vent out for your dryer. If you look up top again, this is going to be motion sensor lighting with the little blue ambient lighting as well to add just a little ambient effect. When you look up above as well, this is optioned with the second AC. It is fully ducted as well. And if you look back on the wall right here, you're going to have your main light switch and your thermostat for your upstairs. Well guys, that was a virtual walkthrough of the Reflection 337 RLS. I hope it was very informative and was really able to show you why this unit should be your next RV purchase. I would also love to invite you in here to our brand new facility at McLean's RV in Sanger. We've got over 100,000 square foot facility here with state-of-the-art products and also a state-of-the-art service facility that we'd really love to have you become a part of with the McLean's family. If you have any questions, any concerns, anything that we can help you with in regards to questions on this coach, please feel free to leave a comment below. But again, call us. You can come in anytime. We are open 9 to 6 on the weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturday. Come put your hands on this coach and really understand why it is the next one for you.